What's up, you guys? I have a dream that I'm going to release today. This is a dream that the Lord has given me. So I'm going to get right into the dream. So in this dream, I was walking with my daughter, Jessica. She was in my arms. She was a baby. And on my right-hand side, I saw two people standing on a platform. It was the singer Babyface, and it was another woman standing behind him. They were standing together in a pulpit type area. And I say it was a pulpit type area because it was a raised platform. And as I walked past them, I suddenly pivot to cross the street. And my daughter's father, he came and said, "I'll take her." So I went across the street and I went into a shop. And in that shop, they were making ices. Ices like those flavor ices. And when I was looking, I saw one flavor that I did see. I saw watermelon. And I continued to look at all these different flavors that I wanted. The guy behind the counter, he was cutting up Sour Patch candies and he was putting them in the ices. He had a wooden chopping board with a butcher's knife, cutting them up and putting them inside the ices. And when I looked at it, I said to myself, why do I want ices with Sour Patches? Like, I don't even like it that way. I just wanted the ices and not the Sour Patches. I was trying to figure out like what flavor I wanted as I was looking at all the flavor. And the man, he just continued to cut up the Sour Patches on the chopping board. And this is what the Spirit of the Lord is saying by this dream. So me walking and seeing people on my right-hand side, it was a church. And what the Lord is saying, the Lord is bringing correction to the church. I saw Babyface the singer and a woman standing behind him in a pulpit. Now, Babyface, he's symbolic. He speaks of immature and weak leaders in the church that are not following the will of God because babies are immature. The woman represents things they are in partnership with or in a union with that God has not ordained. This woman holds power in the pulpit. That's why she's standing behind him. She's standing behind the pastor. The pastor is the face you see, but she's really the one that's in control. She's symbolic of Jezebel. And God is using Babyface. So God is using Babyface the singer, like I said, symbolically in my dream, because the man, he looks about 30, but I believe he's about 60. So when I asked the Lord, what does the woman represent? The Lord said Jezebel, as I said before. It's symbolic of heavy influence in the church and in the pulpit. It's heavy influence over leadership. And it's spreading throughout the congregation because first Jezebel would infiltrate the pulpit, the pastor, who's ever in the pulpit, and then her influence spreads throughout the church. In 1 Kings 21, 5 through 10, it says, his wife Jezebel came in and asked him, "Why are you so sullen? Why won't you eat?" He answered her, "Because I said to Nabal the Jezreelite, 'Sell me your vineyard,' or if you prefer, I will give you another vineyard in its place." But he said, "I will not give you my vineyard." Jezebel, his wife, said, "Is this how you act as a king over Israel? Get up, eat, cheer up. I'll get you the vineyard of Nabal the Jezreelite." So she wrote letters in Ahab's name, that's the Jezebel spirit, very controlling, placed his seal on them, and sent them to the elders and the nobles who lived in Nabal's city with him. In those letters she wrote, proclaimed a day of fasting. Proclaim a day of fasting and seat Nabal in a prominent place among the people, but seat two scoundrels opposite him and have them bring charges that he has cursed both God and the king. Then take him out and stone him. So this was all conspired by Jezebel. Okay? There's a spirit of Jezebel that's in the church, and the leadership is being influenced by that spirit. They have allowed this spirit to operate in the church. The Spirit comes against the fivefold ministry. If Jezebel can't seduce you, then she comes against you. So my daughter, she's symbolic of the things that the Lord had me carry. Those are the things that the Lord has had you carry, because this dream is for many. That's what he's assigned to your hands, your assignment. People, family, ministry, marketplace, whatever your mission is. Her father, who came to take her out of my hand, this was not her earthly father. This was her spiritual father. This is symbolic of the Lord taking things out of your hand. Some of you guys, things that the Lord has had you do before, your assignment are changing. The Lord sent you, his servant, on his behalf, but now the Lord is taking things that you carried out of your hands because he's coming to deal with them. And for many, like I said, assignments are changing. Me crossing the street, this is a crossover. This is an exodus, leaving out of one place to go into another. There will be turnarounds, new territories, and kingdom connection. God is taking his people higher. I heard in my spirit, pivot, reposition, and pivot. It's a turning point in your life, a change in direction, a new direction. You're leaving one place and going into another place. This is your harvest season. So me walking into the icy shop, that's actually a play on words. When you think about icy, I, like your human eye, and see, you will see the things the Lord has spoken to you. You're coming into a season of more spiritual insight, of manifestation. This is harvest. I saw watermelon flavor, ices. Watermelon carries many seeds. This is the fruit. This is your seeds from what you've sown and grown. The icy are fruit flavored. Fruit you produce, like I said again, what you sown in good ground. Watermelon are sweet, joyful, fulfilling, and pleasant. You're coming into your harvest, a fruitful season. Ices are fruit flavored. So all these ices that I saw were fruit flavored. The Sour Patch Kids, those are candies. So Sour Patches are like sweet and sour candy. And this is what the Lord is saying. There will be bittersweet times that people will face. Challenging, difficult, unpleasant moments that will be seen. Sour patches, that's the ground that some have sown. Some people have sown sour patches. In Galatians 6 and 7, it says, do not be deceived. God is not mocked. For whatever one sows, that will he reap. The chopping block used to cut meat, that's used to cut meat and to separate. This is a time of separation. The Lord is doing the separating the wheat from the tares. That's in Matthew 13 and 30. And there's going to be a mixture of things that is seen. But a lot of you guys who are seers, God is sharpening your vision. But some of the things that you're going to see is going to be sweet, and some of the things that you're going to see are going to be sour. So sweet is the fruit, and the bittersweet are the sour patches. But it's the seeds that you have sown. So some people have sown bitter, sweet, sour patches, and some people have sown sweet fruit. It's coming up. It's whatever their harvest is. So I just wanted to release the word that the Lord has given me to give to you guys. You guys stay blessed. Love you.